Okay, now next we're going to use formulas to understand our data. And so you probably already did this by hand, but what's great about Google Sheets is we can use formulas to double check our work. So first thing here for average, I'm going to type in equals. I always start with equals. Now right away average came up, but let's pretend like it didn't. Average. Now you got to be careful because there's a lot of things that look like average, but this is the one I want. And then it's telling me to pick where I want to average. So I'm going to take and I'm going to select these and then I'm going to hit return. Okay, now the beauty of this is if I take and I pull this, boom chakalaka, it just did the average of each of these for me. So if I look up here at my formula, it took B7 through D7, and here's 7, and then this is D8 through B8 through D8. Okay, now mode equals mode, and I see mode, and again, I'm going to take the range of these, but I don't want to get my average in there. And it says NA, and now why? Well, if I look across there is no mode. Okay, so doesn't make sense to have a mode if there is none. So I'm going to come up here to F, right click, and I'm going to delete this column. Okay, next, range. I know there's a way to do this, you guys. I can't remember, and I didn't have time. I didn't find it. So we're just going to do old school. So equals, I want my largest number in this series. 44 is my largest number. Subtract my smallest number. Boom. Okay, and then I don't want to drag this because it's going to repeat exactly that, and I have to select what I want. So here's my biggest this time, minus my smallest, and every time I just hit return, equals, biggest is 90, minus my smallest is 80. Okay, and perfect. So I'm not sure why these are bold. I don't like that, so I'm going to change that. And then I'm also going to come and align them to the left. And I want to double check that they are, that they're the same decimal point they are. Okay, so next, okay, I got to do the same thing here, but also over here, I've got to do the difference. Now, for difference, I want to take the after and minus the before, because this is about heart rate, and so this is resting, and this is after doing freestyle. That's a swim stroke. So I'm going to take and I'm going to subtract this from this and hit return. And now this is a case where I can click this box here and drag the formula. And that works because every time I want to take this side and I want to subtract that. So I just want to always double check that it did what I wanted. C9 subtract B9. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Equals this one, subtract this one. Okay. And okay. And then we're just going to use the same thing we did before. Equals. Okay. Okay, equals, sorry, I got sidetracked. Average. Okay, average. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to hit return. Now, I don't know how this works. Okay, probably do not need my decimal point to this level. Maybe I want it to match everything else on my table. So I'm going to get rid of some. Okay, and so then I'm going to drag across. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So let's just double check and see. Yep, it took the average of this. Awesome. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to take and quickly align these left. Go up here, get rid of my bold. Okay, mode. Let's do the same thing. Equals mode. And I want it to pick this. And I'm going to be able to drag this again. Okay. Now, NA, that just means no mode. So I think I'll leave that blank. Okay, because that lets them know that there is no mode. And then range. Okay, don't love this because in this case it'd be a lot easier. But okay, equals. I'm gonna look down quickly. 68 looks like it could be my smallest. 82 looks like it could be my biggest. 84 and 68. And then I'm gonna hit return. Ah, wait a minute. Let me go equals min. No. Okay, equals. No, I said 84 subtract 68 equals. Okay. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay. I don't need the range and the difference, just these. So then 90, this one looks like 90 subtract 72. Look at that. It's suggesting for me. It knows what I'm looking for. That is awesome. Okay. So let's see if that does that again. Equals 95. Nope, didn't do it on that one. 95 subtract 80. Okay. And I don't need the range. Well, I guess I could do the range of the difference. So 12 minus 4. Nope, 17 minus -5. That's interesting. Their heart rate went down. There seems like something's wrong there. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to align my data left by highlighting it all. Get rid of the bold. Data's done. Okay, total. Now, I've got it totaled here, but I want to check my totals. So I'm going to use good old sum equals sum. You guys know this from math class. And I'm going to take and return. Okay, now this is one I can drag because I want it just to pull these same numbers. So let's just double check. Yep, these are C, these are D. Awesome. Patterns, okay, I'm just going to get my average. And equals. Oh, something happened there. Mode. I don't want to get my average in there. Okay. And equals mode. And there's no mode, so I'm just going to write, I'm going to have nothing there. And then I want to come and get everything left aligned up here to alignment. And then I want to get rid of some of my decimal points. So now they're all to hundredths place decimal. And there's no mode. Parts to a whole equals sum. And again, I can take and drag. Take and drag. Okay, awesome. Now, last one, change over time. So this is ice melt over time. So these are minutes. This is volume. Doesn't make sense to total these, and it also doesn't make sense to get an average on this data. So this data is already set. So take a moment and format your own, or excuse me, create your own formulas.